Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I did a video, but I just thought now's the time. I've not had much to say over the winter and we've not been out a great deal, so this is it. Now this is a big year because we're getting married and we're doing the NC500 for our honeymoon, which is really cool. So I'm going to basically do a little bit of a thing about our preparation for the trip and the things that we're looking at and my thoughts on what to do for the NC500. I've seen loads of fantastic videos here on YouTube which inspired us as well, but I want to do a bit more of behind the scenes leading up to it. We are going to do a video of the trip and there'll be a lot more behind the scenes footage with that. So I mean, some of the things are the tyre inflator. I wanted one that I didn't have to connect to the bike, no power cables or anything like that. It's basically, it's got a built-in power bank, you charge it and it pumps up your tyres. So I'm going to do a demonstration with that, show you how that works and what I think of it. I do know it's a bit slow, but there's a few things I'll tell you about it when I do a review. I'm also going to cover some of the luggage that we're using, because obviously I've had to buy a bigger tank bag, as you can see. So Nikki's going to be on her phaser, I'll be on the Bandit. So in order to take everything we need, we are doing B&B and hotel because it's honeymoon after all. I'd like to wild camp if we ever do it again, but this is obviously a special time, so we're going to have some comfort. But we still need luggage and we still need to get ready and prepare what we're going to do. So this is what this is about. So we'll start with the tyre review, the tyre pump review, should I say. So this is the thigh, or whatever they want to call it, tyre inflator. As you can see, this is the size of it. This is the details on the back, if that's of any use. And basically, the tyre tube goes into there and connects onto the tyre. It's also got a torch on it. And when it's on, I'll power it on for you. You can see there it tells you what PSI you're at when connected to the bike or car. What I did notice when I tested it against a calibrated gauge was it's about 10 PSI more than what's actually in the tyre. So we'll be using it for emergency anyway, and I'll be bearing that in mind when inflating the tyre. I'm obviously, I run about 34 in the front, so I'll probably only use this to about 24, something like that, when doing the bike, if we do need it, and just to be safe until we get to a garage where we can put some air in with hopefully a better system. Unless I take the calibrated gauge with us, which I don't really want to. So let's see how this works. I'll show you. I'll deflate the tyre to about 10 psi, and we'll see how long it takes to get up to about 24, 25, which is roughly 34 in proper terms. So bear with me. So I'm just going to take some air out of this tyre. We'll do the front one. So currently setting at 30, at 34 that says on there. 34, 30, yes, it says 34. This gauge is not the best either, but it is more accurate than the other one. So we'll just take some air out. So that's saying we've got about 10 psi in, which is what you may have in your tyre if you get a puncture and you're having to take out a screw or a nail. If you do it using the puncture repair kits, as you know, you do it quite fast. You take out the objects and you put the rasper tool in, and if you're done properly, you can maintain some air in the tyre. If you can keep 10 psi in, then that's great. So let's power this on. Now the gauge said 10 psi, so let's see what this says. If it's accurate, it'll be amazing. This is actually saying 8.5, which is a surprise, I must admit. 8. So at this point it's accurate, but I'll do a comparison when we get to sort of 24 psi. So I'm now talking at the same time, and as you might be able to hear my voice, I'm near the GoPro. I wouldn't say it was too loud. It's not as loud as maybe the more electric powered ones. It's obviously vibrating on the floor a little bit. I picked it up, it's even quieter. And in comparison to a phone, that's how big it is. Right, so that's got to 25. We'll be able to see when we're actually watching this how long that took, but it was only a few minutes. So let's take that off. Snug fit. And this comes with a charging cable and some other nozzles if you want to use it for footballs and things. So that's at 25. Let's see what the calibrated gauge says. The calibrated gauge says 32. So it's about 7 psi out on that cable. It's actually 32, 33. So it is out. So obviously, if you do get this, bear that in mind and take that into consideration when pumping your tyre up. If I best do that with a proper pump. But this seems to be a good little device. I mean, it's said on Amazon, it's about £35, and it said that it will pump up a full car, 4 tyres, and still have a bit left. Apparently it does switch off when it gets a bit warm after two or three tyres. But for a motorcycle, you'll be able to easily do your bike, in fact not 2 bikes. So next thing, I'll show you the puncture repair kit I'm going to use, which is the Caterpillar type. So this is the puncture repair kit I'm sure most of you have seen. You get your rubber glue, you get your sticky caterpillars, which I'm going to order some more of these because these ones are a bit old and starting to dry out a little bit. But they have repaired a car and a motorcycle. Obviously you get that tool for making the hole cleaner once you've took the object out. And this is the tool for plunging in the caterpillar, if you want to call it that. And obviously you've got the knife to snip it, and in there there's a basic pressure gauge, which is, and I say basic, it is basic. Well, that's it, that's the puncture repair kit, and that sits under the seat. Obviously when we do the tour, I'll probably have the luggage set out differently, but that's basically repairing the tyre and pumping up the tyre. Next time I'm going to cover the luggage.